Hey guys, Gianni Delli Colli here with a match review for Roma Napoli. I was asked by Richard to do this little 5-minute video for you guys, and I'm very happy to do so. The reason why he asked me to do this is because I'm probably a unique case. I am a Roma and Napoli fan. And you're wondering, how is that possible, Gianni? Well, simply put, as a kid, basically, growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, my favorite color was red, developed a love for Roma. And they won the Scudetto in 2001 and basically cemented my love for them since I was a kid. Plus, it's hard not to fall in love with Totti and De Rossi. But my father comes from Caserta and my mom's side's from Cevenara, which is near Naples. So Campania runs deep in my blood. And when Napoli came back in their resurgence, I used to watch games with my nonno, who is one of the biggest reasons why I'm into soccer today. And it was hard not to develop a love for that team, watching them with him. And I developed a soft spot, which then throughout the years with Cavani, Lavezzi, Hamsik, and then they're just with their ups and downs, and now they're Insigne and everything, it's hard not to like the team. And I developed a love for them too. So that's why I support both. And you know what? If you want to slander me, by all means, I deserve it. But there you go, brief history. Going into this game, though, it was a battle of the kaijus, as I like to call it. Roma undefeated at home in 4 games with 4 wins. Napoli undefeated so far this season, so obviously 4 on the road. So it was going to be interesting going in, but I realized that, you know what, I was expecting, I don't want to say a bloodbath in terms of offense, but it was an interesting take because both teams did press hard and did get their offensive chances, but defense stepped up for both teams. Ibanez and Mancini did well, just stopping Osimhen in his tracks with every opportunity. And Osimhen so far has been on fire, so it wasn't easy to do. And especially that Ibanez had that really bad game against Bodo Glimt. We won't talk about that. It was a good bounce back game for him. So you know what? Props to him for doing that. And on the other side, Koulibaly is just Koulibaly. He's being great. He's just there's not much to say about him because it's already been said. Guy's fantastic. Probably one top 5, easily top 5 CBs in the world. You can argue top 3, but that's another conversation for another day. So they did well, pretty much covering offensive threats. Zielinski coming back was nice to see for Napoli. A lot of people had uneasiness about it, but he did well. He performed well, got some decent chances. Nothing too scary, but at least he did try. Zaniolo, though, looked great. And you know what? It was good that he actually took the time to rest that hyperextension because obviously that guy is probably one more bad injury away from ending his career. So yeah, that was great to see from both ends in terms of players coming back. But both teams just weren't clinical with their finishes. Roma wasn't clinical, Napoli wasn't clinical, and you can tell a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of messy, muddy chances in the offensive boxes. And you know what? That's one thing I want to talk about. The ref really didn't have good control of this game. I'm not saying that the ref was bad. I think he should have just started handing out yellows earlier than later because it was a very scrappy game. There was a lot of bad fouls here and there. Quick examples that I can say on like Zielinski's clip on the back of Zaniolo's heel. Abraham's high foot on Zielinski in the box. Those were like, you know what, you should probably call something there to kind of slow it down. Mourinho and Spalletti both getting red cards. That's probably one of the first times I've ever seen that. Obviously not the first time ever in history, but myself personally, I just found that funny. Obviously Mourinho, he's very, it's Mourinho. It goes without saying. Spalletti getting the red, though, that was unjustified. He was just trying to say good game to the ref. Yeah, it looked a bit weird, but I don't think, I'll give him benefit of the doubt. I don't think he was being sarcastic. I think he was being genuine with his, a good game ref. So, but I think the ref himself probably just, kind of lost track of himself. He was kind of just he was fed up with it. He was fed up with getting, I don't want to say attacked left, right, and center, but all this criticism. But yeah, neither team could complete chances. 38 to 62% possession. Napoli did dominate in terms of possession, but they didn't really do much with the ball. I mean, they did get their shots, but nothing was quality. Only 3 shots on target and 1 for Napoli and 1 shot on target for Roma. A total of 13 shots to 11, for in terms of 13 for Roma, 11 for Napoli. No teams really couldn't finish it up. So ends in a 0-0 draw, which is not the worst thing because Inter and Juve drew. So basically all the top 4 teams, especially Milan did get their win, but basically top 4 doesn't really change much. But yeah, once again, Richard, thank you so much for letting me do this. You guys do an amazing job for Serie A Sitdown. My name is Gianni Delli Colli. You can follow me on Twitter at Gianni Rules, RULZ 27, or even on Instagram. But I am part of the Calcio Guys, which is a soccer podcast that we do as well. We talk about the entirety of Serie A. Pretty much we try our best to cover all teams, and once a week we have different fans of different clubs on, especially fans that really don't get a chance to shine, like Genoa and whatnot. So where you can find us is at the Calcio Guys on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. Please give us a follow. Thanks, guys. Have a nice night.